You are now listening to the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast, brought to you by House of Spades Media Group. Enjoy.
Baby of the ice cream, baby, you know the flavor. I'm a real bad gamer, you know the flavor, baby. Natalie Portman, you're my baby. I'm the real ice cream gamer.
Hello, beautiful people, internet people, and those of genders that we know and do not understand. How are you doing this week? This never ending, seemingly, week.
You know, only a Republican would be as stressed out about watching elections as you.
Am I stressed?
Yes.
Or is it
Look
my
at your face.
PTS? I'm quite pleased. I don't know what you're talking. See, my co-host has the impression that I am not to start this with politics again, but goddamn, what you gonna do this week? I mean, my co-host is under the impression that for some reason I'm a Republican. No, I'm a
Some
Democrat
impression.
with motherfucking socialistic views that sometimes sound a bit conservative, and I get that. I understand some people think that that's a thing that doesn't exist. It's fine. We can research
That's
it
what
later.
all
You Google.
Republicans say. Just like I have one black friend.
That is not what all Republicans say. All Republicans say, I have one black friend and no nigga, you can't get shit from me. I don't say that.
You say both of those things.
It depends on the nigga.
Often.
They say niggas in general. I pick and choose the niggas I don't give thanks to. Anyway, we're in the never ending American election, apparently. 72 hours in. And obviously, Biden has won, but you know, what you
No one
gonna
gives a
do?
fuck about how you. No one gives a fuck about how you feel about this shit, dog. Like, who the fuck are you? So we can get to the shit.
I be's the one and only motherfucking Busy Black, aka Busy 93, aka the motherfucking Gango Don, aka Kwame Khalifa. Release me. They said they was gonna release me this week or next week. AKA the motherfucking Tiki Torch Nazi daughter slayer. Why? Because while all you niggas go and play superhero and action movie in your garages and basements for the impending doom of the Democratic takeover, I fuck your daughters on the weekends and they love it. It's cool. Anyway, AKA
get holidays.
If I can fit them in. I don't like bitches meeting the family and all of that. You know, it depends on the holiday. AKA Busy Soldier. AKA Young Busy Kimbo, because I slice you in the motherfucking face. Rest in peace, Kimbo, bitch. AKA Mr. 1,000 Latins in your lobby, 1,000 Africans in your lobby, 1,000 Haitians in your lobby. Why? Because I know them all, and goddamn it, Black Lives Matter. So if you want to fuck with me or them, you fuck with all of us. Kanye not building a stronghold there for nothing, you bitch. AKA, I don't remember the rest, but my dick is dangling from the halls of Valhalla, and I'm here. What's up? Busy 9-3, bitch.
Gross. Good for you. I didn't have mine memorized because I don't do that. And
did that sound memorized to you?
To a degree,
Wasn't.
I know it isn't, but you did quite well to not have it memorized. I'm sure I could do well as well, but these niggas don't pay me enough for that shit. So, hailing from the home of bitchin' tequila, 50 cent margaritas, and cartel dealings, it's the A1 on the mic. Motherfucking Jose Ortega, aka if your girl looking at me from across the room, either I fucked her already if she wants to fuck me, but now you don't know, and then you insecure as fuck, you bitch. You gonna be looking just like Donald Trump is gonna be on his way out the White House, dog. Just like, what happened? I don't know.
Stop the count.
Yeah, dig. AKA Tequila Poppy, AKA Martin Quarantino, AKA all Jews and white people owe me money. Why, Mr. 9-3?
I believe, just as they say the Democrats are trying to steal this election, they stole our culture.
Even mother.
We can't forgive them.
Not at all. aka the dopest things in fentanyl cut heroin perpetrating your motherfucking neighborhood near you, aka Joey Leprous, aka the Pod God, aka me and your girl point and laugh at you and busy spit hit you at Little Caesars while you bombing. Your grandfather's having a heart attack. Your grandmother is like dying of a stroke, and I spilled my $30 Slurpee on her. So I'm mad.
You know why the
I'm
price keep going up
angry.
on the Slurpees? Because we there every week, god damn it. That's
God
why.
damn it. Shit. Sold out. AKA the next revolutionary immigrant. AKA I'm God, bitch, you not. There's Hope, there's Fly God, and there's Pod God. Praise the Holy Trinity. God damn it.
Fuck you going
AKA the reason your girl has whiplash. AKA Overtime Ortega. AKA Tony juggling the speakerphone. Hence, again, mad. AKA 2020 Space Ghost. AKA the improper disciple. AKA Debo Yo. AKA Rolly and his faceless. Why? Because I'm tasteless. God damn it. I'm just gonna have just put like a brick of cocaine that's right next to some shrimp. Just because I'm tasteless. I don't even give a
delicious.
fuck.
That sounds
Fuck.
delicious.
Right?
That sounds
AKA
delicious.
Man, dip the shrimp in the coke before you eat it, man. Tasteless.
Bruh,
AKA
to the
Tito
T-bone.
Lee. AKA Washington Irresponsible. AKA Zay Mysterio. AKA Kush Crusader. And it's episode 130 of the Millennials podcast, House of Spades Media, and we in this bitch. And it's election week. So now you can get your political shit off.
Nah, nigga, we
We
had
in
the
this
political show last
bitch.
week.
We in
Ain't
this
nothing to
bitch.
talk
We in
about.
this bitch. We in this bitch. Hey, look, fam. I'm just saying. Last 4 years ago, I made a video right after election night because it was a clear unanimous thing at that point. Like after the first night that Hillary had clearly lost and Trump won the bitch. That motherfucking like the turnout, which is bullshit. Like niggas didn't really seriously fucking vote or vote at all. And yeah. And the motherfuckers thought that having the Cheeto Man in office would have been, some people thought it was going to be funny.
You know,
and now look at the shitstorm that we are in. And now look at it now. It's changing. We gripping in some states, nigga.
Oh no. Fuck clinching some states. We done
We
got it
gripping on
won.
some states.
We crip dance, blood walk, and everything else you could. Nigga, crip walk, every motherfucking thing you could do on a state. The Democrats have pretty much done in the last few hours. I mean, or at least the main Democrat everybody was looking at. But
shout out to everybody who used their fucking right to vote and utilize their right.
You know the
I would say
poetry of the
responsibly. That's the word I'm looking for, and not like a fucktard and shit. Those people that voted Kanye. Matter of fact, Kanye had 60,000 votes, my nigga.
He did. And along with that 60,000, you want to know the beautiful poetry of the universe. Even if Trump got more states, he still lose. And even if Biden won all of the states that he's leading in right now, this is why I say it's poetry. If Biden won all of the states he's leading in right now, it would be the complete inverse of what it was 4 years ago, 306 to 2, whatever. It would be the exact same score, just blue over red versus red over blue. With that being said,
yeah, but that would be an overall smoke for like Biden would have smoked Trump for real. The different, like, that would be an electoral vote and popular vote. Last election, Hillary won the popular vote, lost the electoral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
So,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Isn't that
Trump got whopped?
Isn't that poetic to a certain degree? In my opinion, it is. But when you get to the 60,000 people, and even, I mean, Kanye or not, who the fuck is Joe Jorgensen? Did you see that shit on your ballot? Joe Jorgensen?
Yeah, I had to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. I didn't bother to look it up. She got more votes than Kanye. Now, all of them took votes from the two people that were there, obviously. Well, that's another conversation for another podcast.
Look, man,
but
Kanye don't belong on no goddamn presidential ballot. What the fuck is going on?
Kanye,
you
just like
60,000 motherfuckers, it should be ashamed of yourself. First off, your mother should have been spaded, your daddy should have been neutered, and y'all shouldn't be fucking existed. That shit is fucking terrible. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bruh.
Who votes for the nigga who can't even hold himself together in a goddamn in a Joe Rogan interview to run the fucking country? What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people?
You know what's fucked up? The Joe Rogan interview was the best he's held himself together.
And it was terrible. It was
I
terrible.
thought it was pretty easy. I thought it was on brand. Like I
Look, my
said
nigga,
last week, I
I's
thought
no
that was on brand.
scientist, but I can pretty much evaluate without having a PhD that nigga still needs to either be medicated, whether it's some type of pharmaceutical medication, if that's what he would prefer or not prefer, or some type of holistic medication like so, or just shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere.
His new
But
drug is Christianity and family.
he gonna blow one and it's going to destroy his relationship with the other. I'll let you be the guess, like the one to guess which one is which.
Any nigga hang out with Joel Osteen too long, I can't make a call. Joel Osteen talk with his eyes closed and get all the money in the world. I can't
I don't got no
argue
hope.
with
I
a
don't
nigga
have
do
hope
that.
for people who Beyonce just truthfully don't like. I just don't have no hope for you. If Beyonce just really don't like you, I don't fuck with you.
What if you found out Beyonce didn't like you?
Man, I can't fuck with me then.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you kind of can't fuck. Because if she don't fuck with you, Hov automatically not gonna fuck. You just kind of can't do certain things that you kind of want to do.
You can't do nothing no more.
If
You actually can't. You'd have to go in the corners of the earth and survive in places where they didn't know who Beyonce was because they were so poor they didn't have technology.
That's that shit to make you ask niggas like Safari for a favor. You don't want to never be in a position where you ask Safari for a favor, even if you Erica Mena. Which, by the way, aside from all this politics shit, did you hear what our friend did?
I mean, your friend Safari?
No, I mean our friend.
That's definitely your homie.
He's
I have
closer to you
OnlyFans.
than he is to me. He's from the islands. That's your shit. Anyway.
No, it's not.
It is.
I'm
Mexico
not
is an island.
It's not.
It kind of is.
It's
not American. It might as well be.
It technically is. It's Central America, you stupid fuck. What do you mean? That's not Republican shit. You Republican as hell. See,
what do you mean?
Your wall ain't gonna get built no more. See, this was current.
There's a wall around the White House right now. You think I give a fuck about a wall around Mexico? Why is there a wall around the White House? This nigga's so pussy
to protect the nigga that's trying to build a wall for around Mexico.
Before we move on, let me just say that right quick, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on politics. We had a whole political episode last time, and that's not really what we do. I mean, we voice our opinion, but that's not really what we do. This nigga actually sat up at 6:30, 6 o'clock p.m., 7 o'clock p.m., depending on where you at, 3 p.m., depending on where you at, came on TV and threw a bitch fit in the East Room of the White House.
It was quite emotional.
That is the first time in history ever of me, yours truly, Busy 93.
District 930.
In the 93rd district of Bullshit Street and America Lane, goddammit. I lived there. And I saw what I interpreted it as an American embarrassment.
Absolutely.
And usually I reserve those phrases and ideas to say something is an American embarrassment. It's like, I leave that to the pundits and people that have like lived their life doing this thing, right? That was the first time I was sitting there as the nigga I am that was like, yo, this is embarrassing. Like, it's one thing to have niggas laughing at you theoretically or metaphorically for the last 4 years. It's another thing when you as an American, no matter to what degree the rest of America thinks you're an American because you're whatever color or whatever you are. I'm sitting there as a full-blown American citizen that voted. Like, yo, this is embarrassing, bro. This is fucked up. All the shit he tweeted, all the shit he said.
Are you
That
ready? Are
is
you ready
embarrassing.
to admit now that I was right 4 years ago when I said we're not gonna have a major fucking attack or from no other country or anything else like that because we're gonna destroy each other civilly and we're gonna look stupid as fuck and no one's gonna have to do it for us. We're gonna do it ourselves.
I don't think I took it as that when you said it originally. I think when you
Yeah,
said that
I'm about to say
originally,
everything that I said happened.
I think when you
Like,
said that originally, I was like, yeah, you right, barring terrorism, but I mean, I guess
what?
your definition of how stupid things could change day to day in the last 4 years. But for you to have said that the way you said it is like, okay, yeah, but it ain't gonna be like that. And even shit I said that I
Bruh.
told people, even shit I said that I told people in private that was like, you know, this nigga not gonna like, even if he lose, he not gonna leave, right? Like, you know, like he gonna act a certain way if he does lose, even though he gonna tell
And
you he
you
may or
said
may
that a
not
year
lose.
ago and look how he acting.
He's acting like the fucking 5-year-old he always was. Like he's a
Like,
5-year-old Cheeto,
look, my
stale as
nigga,
ever. Nigga, come on.
look, even when there was a recount of the last and whatever state it was last election, nigga, he only got 131 more votes in his favor. Nigga, it's not worth all that money to go get 131 more votes. Fuck them 131. But if you a couple, like right now in Nevada, he's like 23,000 up. Arizona, about 30 bands up.
Bro, time out.
Done.
You filed 10 lawsuits.
He's
6 of
good.
them got
He's
thrown
done.
out of court the first day. And then you turned around and said that the niggas, the election that got your people, your Republican people that you helped get elected, you said that they did what? Were cheated when they won. Why? Because you were cheated. So how does every other Republican win what they were going for re-election for but you? And you the only one that got cheated when you helped them get reelected. That's another podcast.
This
For
my
all
this
you
this
60,000
this
niggas
is
that
what we
voted for
got the
Kanye,
Cheeto
suck
Man out
dick.
dance. Hey, this is my Cheeto Man out dance.
I've been seeing you do it. I see it. We're gonna have to throw the red we're gonna have to throw some flames over you in post-production so you can get some you flaming hot Cheeto. So you can
Free.
express your
Oh shit, free
panic.
Kwame too, nigga. Hey, Schmody dance
Hey
going
yo,
on.
yo, yo,
Hey,
yo,
free
yo, yo, yo,
Kwame.
yo. Shout out to the Durant Detroiter for recognizing that you are the one and only John Conyers, and I am the one and only Kwame Khalifa.
I had to
Kwame
look up
Kill,
who those
aka
people were.
Kwame Kilpatrick, to this hip hop podcast gang.
Hey, look, fam. Free Kwame. Shout out
Hey,
to
if you ain't from
the
Detroit, both of them niggas savages in their own way.
man.
Get it together. If John Conyers going to visit Kwame in prison, what that tell you, nigga?
Something's in progress.
You talking to Thanos, nigga.
Something's
Suck,
in progress. Nigga.
nigga.
What's good? What
You don't
is
want to know
good?
who our Thanos is.
And shout out to Stacks. Like, yeah, free Kwame. It's about time though. I feel like that
What
nigga
they
been
said
in
it would
like,
be a week, like 7 years, 5 years.
where is he locked up in prison now? Is he still in Texas? They still have him there.
I don't know. I think he in Jackson. I feel like
Where?
I
He's been
heard.
in Jackson this whole time?
I feel like I don't know for a fact, but I feel like I heard he was in Jackson. I don't know.
It's been a while, fam. Was it like
I was
freshman year of
talking
high
to
school he got locked up?
I was talking to Ace the other day. He was like, "Bro, Kwame been in jail since we was in like middle school." I'm like, "No, nigga." Well, no, I
No, it was high
said
school.
no. I said you right, and then we looked it up. Kwame only been in jail since 2013. That's after high school for us. But the case took that long to litigate with the dead stripper and all of that shit, the money. It took that long to litigate from like 05 to like 2013. That's how long it took to get a sentence.
Damn,
And then he did
sure.
from 2013. He did, I think he went in October. They said he went in October and November 2013. And then he did 7 years.
He's doing a 7 piece.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to him for being a stand-up nigga and not snitching.
Yeah, I still don't know the logistics of that story, so I don't know if I can back that. But if I gotta be the podcast, call me Kilpatrick. I'll be that.
Don't be a snitch. You could be the podcast Frank Lucas.
Hey, I'd rather be Kwame Kilpatrick.
Exactly.
I don't know what that says about me, but
I mean, if you just would rather be a better version of someone. I'm just saying.
I mean, can you be a better version of a gangster, a better version of a rat? Motherfucking 6ix9ine
There is no
bitch
better
ass was
version of a
laughing
rat.
at
That rat is a rat and is always gonna be a rat. And
6ix9ine
you
bitch
ain't
ass.
shit because you
6ix9ine bitch ass was laughing at motherfucking King Von getting shot on Instagram Live. Like the bitch he is. He was laughing at some shit like that and laughing
rest
at
in peace, King Von,
about
man.
it. Like, rest in peace, King Von. I heard probably 2 songs from the nigga, but I heard the hype around him and like all the, but I heard, you know what I'm saying, the hype around him, all of that
You
shit.
hear the
I
names.
knew it was niggas that fuck with him for real. Like that. And to be 26, like, nigga, I'm 26, like that shit feel away when I see black men die as my age for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit fell away.
Yeah, that shit fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know,
especially when they were good.
Yeah, and your man's motherfucking Daniel Hernandez is a straight bitch ass nigga, bro. Like that shit is fucking.
Put that on me,
it's like he looked for opportunities to try. And I was thinking about this the other day.
Hit me in the video today. I don't know if she did it on purpose. You know, Whoa Vicky. She tried to hit me in a video today. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it said, Whoa Vicky mentioned you on the live. So I click it. I didn't get joined to the live. I think it might have been a typo or something, but it said it. So I click into her shit and she holding the rat, talking about some, hey, 6ix9ine, how you doing? You good? What's up? Everybody don't nobody fuck with this nigga, man. Fuck that bitch.
Nah, like I was thinking about this shit the other day and I was like, you know what? That nigga been rad silent. Like
until yesterday with this bitch ass.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, but I still, it didn't come across my Twitter feed and shit. So my Twitter feed is still trying to silence that nigga. So that means if regular people trying to silence him, labels trying to silence him, nigga, it's over.
Not to mention,
and you just keep making enemies on your way out. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're not gonna have them feds around you protecting you, and once you do, you'll end up like fucking Griselda Blanco in front of the motherfucking Panaderia, motherfucker.
Just so I can say this on behalf of Crimson Alchemist, I saw a post with by Double XL, the one and only, that was basically promoting 6ix9ine's response to King Von's death. And not that I want to dive into how I feel about Double XL or hip hop magazine publications or hip hop publications as a whole, but I thought that was pretty
fuck about what Double XL think today.
It's not about who gives a fuck about what they think. It's about the fact that they've lasted this long to where they're a noticeable and known publication in the culture. And for them to keep putting out the bullshit, like, for them to keep putting out the bullshit they put out, bro, is you basically TMZ. And if you want to be TMZ, be TMZ for hip hop, like a Say Cheese, but don't brand yourself as the thing for hip hop, because that's what they brand themselves as. That's why there's a freshman list every year. That's why because niggas are supposedly, or the industry supposedly pays attention to these things, when all these niggas do anytime it's not a freshman list is act like bitches. I'm tired of that shit. I don't even want to be a part of no freshman list if I'm the hottest nigga out.
I don't give a fuck about the freshman list, because there's mad niggas that I think who are elite level MCs who, when they freshman moment was there, when they were even then a freshman, like an elite level MC, weren't on a freshman cover. So I don't give a fuck about that.
That's never really, yeah.
I don't care. Reason was never on a fucking freshman cover.
I mean, we can go through the list. Like, the list of people that should have been on the freshman list is longer than the list of people that are on the freshman list. And that's like one of Double XL's many fuck ups.
Look, fam. The best freshman list cover was the one with.
I don't want to be media attacking media, but like
Game Yeezy and Game Yeezy and Ross. That was like that man. Most of them niggas are still here today.
I never understood it.
Game, Kanye, and Ross on the same nigga.
there was see that, and that's the thing, because you can say that, and there was a time where that list was coveted. That list was sacred. That list meant something. Them 4 stars or 5 stars or 3 stars in the source meant something. There was a time when that was the case. That's some old hip hop shit for niggas that's 25 or below and do or don't know the ins and outs of hip hop. That was a thing growing up. Double XL has progressively gotten worse. I don't know who owns them or if they're independent, but they have progressively gotten worse for the last 18 years, 17 years.
Well,
Not
that's the
gotten it
magazine.
wrong.
That's the
Not gotten it
magazine game
wrong.
now.
They've gotten it right to some degree with certain people. They've gotten it right. But as a whole, they've tried to become like a hip hop TMZ.
Yeah, but that's where a lot of the companies that were magazine, like hip hop or music publications and magazines and shit, back when magazines were a fucking thing and mattered, that was their whole problem and survival, is like the evolution to this new wave where people don't look at magazines, social media, and other type of shit. So them motherfuckers are
So that
modeling
so
like for
that
themselves for the
I,
most part from TMZ, is who conquered the out on the street paparazzi game and the social media and clickbait game as well. So yeah, it looked nasty as fuck. Double XL is like the DJ Vlad of motherfucking of the game right now. Like
no, don't put that on them.
I'm putting
I'm
that
not
on
gonna, as
them.
much as I don't like Double XL, don't put that on them. DJ Vlad is in a class all of himself.
Well,
He's
they're the
in a class
MTV
all
then.
by
They're
himself.
Viacom of that shit. Matter of fact, Viacom might own Double XL.
I know they own Complex. So what does that tell you? I mean, and that has been a thing in hip hop over the last 2 years where, companies owning publications that are supposed to represent the culture. That's been a thing. But at the same time, when you got a publication that's been, for lack of a better word, embedded in the culture for better part of 2 decades, why is it only relevant to them to sensationalize shit? Just like a Complex. Like I got my problems with Complex the same way I got my problems with Double XL. Only thing with Double XL is they smaller than Complex is right now because Viacom owns them. I don't know what owns or who owns Double XL, but I know for a fact Viacom owns Complex, and they
I'm gonna
put
look
out
that shit
way
up.
more crazier shit. But I mean, it's crazy shit. Like
Oh,
and I don't know if
keep
it's crazy
talking.
shit in
I
the
like
sense
what
of
you're
like
saying.
I don't know if it's crazy shit in the sense of like you want to demean black people or you want to demean hip hop or you want a certain situation look a certain way. I don't know who's got money behind what or wants what to happen. I'm just saying when you're talking about black media or hip hop publications or hip hop media, it's crazy when you see prominent ones doing bottom of the barrel shit. That shit bugs me.
Yeah. Well,
Not that
no.
it bugs me more than a video of 6ix9ine laughing at a nigga dying. That bugs me more. But the fact that you, as a publication, saw that and was like, "Yo, yeah, let's run with this to get this," like there was a plan behind like that. That's the shit that's crazy.
But that's what
And don't
motherfuckers
never
do
hold me
though.
to some shit where I'm like, okay, I'm the most woke nigga, or I'm never gonna post no crazy shit. No, some shit is worth posting. It's worth posting, and I get why Double XL posted it. I do get it, but for you to be a Double XL or to be Double XL, not a Double XL, to be Double XL and engaging that shit is ridiculous to me. Like I don't care how big this shit grow. If we grow it, we can have a whole news wing about only hip hop and shit, right? It would never be some shit where we only promoting or are promoting at all, motherfucking just the bullshit that happens in hip hop. It's not just gonna be the hottest thing. Tiger was slapping a bitch in the hotel at 9:30 on Las Vegas, but it ain't gonna be that. It's either real shit or it's not. Kind of like with this
That
election shit. It's either
oh
real shit
my
or it's not.
god, that's us in a multiverse theory. That probably is us though.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That kind of just blew my mind just thinking about it. Like I can't imagine myself as Harvey with the fucking with the cup and shit. Just like so what did Kanye do? What did he do? Going to the board and shit. Like I could oh my God. Like if I had to watch that, like if there were that breaks my heart just thinking about it. I would just look at myself like, oh wow,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Uh
At a certain
that's
point,
fucked up.
like I guess like we said, nigga, it ain't over till it's over.
Oh,
But at a certain point, it's over. At a certain point, it's over.
that broke my heart. That broke my heart a little bit. Like, oh my God. I could never.
I mean, I guess
I
all
could
of that.
never.
I said all of that to say rest in peace, King Von.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to Busta Rhymes on a lighter note for having like an amazing fucking album. Like amazing. Even though it took him like 47 years to make this album. Like, god damn it. It is
47 years.
it's worth the wait. Even though you never released an album. Shut up. Like he released an amazing, huh?
I'm in my 44th year.
Nigga, no. It's not.
Oh,
You gonna
sell
me
your
you gonna sell me the like
nigga. What?
You gonna sell me the fucking 4 songs that you got right now for Busy Detox for $1,000, and I'm gonna leak that shit on YouTube, and that's gonna be the propeller of your career.
Probably not. You ain't even gonna know what to do with the songs once you paid $1,000. I wouldn't even let you waste $1,000 like that.
Oh,
and
I'm
I
gonna
say
do something
waste
with it.
because you wouldn't know how to promote it.
I would.
What you gonna do? Go on Reddit and promote it to a bunch of MAGA supporters so they can tell you how big of a piece of shit you are?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm a genius, not a fucking moron. I'm spending $1,000. I'm gonna make $1 million off of it. Duh.
If you think you making $1 million off my masters without me, you're insane.
I'm
Speaking of billionaires,
I'm gonna pull an L.A. Reid on your dumb ass, nigga. Watch it. Like, watch.
Nigga said I'm gonna pull an L.A. Reid.
Shit.
Yo, shout out to L.A. Reid. If you need to do an interview, my nigga, hit me
learn
up.
from L.A. Nigga, you gotta learn from L.A.
Rest in peace, Andre Harrell. We wanted to get him on here,
man. Fam. That
I was so hurt when I found out that
man. Rest in peace, Andre Harrell, man. Damn. That shit's crazy. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty too. Like, cause I watched that Busta Rhymes interview, and that brought back some shit. Like, Bus had a moment.
Let's be honest.
There was like a whole 45 minutes where he was like, where it was like really, they was really
because he was one of the niggas for him.
Yeah.
Any hip hop executive that actually helped
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like any hip hop executive, known or unknown. I'm saying it right now because nigga, you might be unknown and I might run into your ass and we know each other and we got something. Who the fuck knows? But all I'm saying is, nigga, any hip hop executive that got a motherfucking executive in their own way or executive, you got something brewing, you got something going, nigga. Rock it, fucking like, cause who knows, nigga? You might fuck around, catch a heart attack, and be talked about by the nigga that you put on.
Truth. That's a piece
dark, but you know, hey, how did we get to that?
What?
The Chris Lighty and the Busta Rhymes thing.
I was just shouting out Busta Rhymes for having out a dope album.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Busta Rhymes for having an album with songs on it from 15 years ago. Great job. I'm gonna listen to it soon.
Yeah, I'm never listening to Carter 5 again, so yeah, why not? Add extra things to.
I'm glad you said that, because you know, in the saying you never listen to Carter 5 again, I have to ask myself.
I hold people to their coonery.
And the audience, why would you say something like that?
Because Lil Wayne a coon.
Because Lil Wayne's a coon.
Our audience knows how literal and just like blatantly just direct I am. I don't think I need to be any more than that. That's how I feel. There's no but
I'm just saying because the
or
man himself.
elaboration to that shit.
I'm just saying because the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT himself.
The pod guy, myself.
No, the GOAT of hip hop. The legend,
Jay-Z.
the man, the myth himself, live from New Orleans via Twitter, made a statement known as one Ice Cubington did for the situation at hand. He says, and I quote, "I live the way I love, and I love the way I live. I'm a lover, not a fighter, because they burn out. I'm an eternal fire, burning love, either leave with a tan or a 3rd-degree burn, or stay and die in love. You look like you're sweating. Sincerely, the fireman." If that don't get you back on board, I don't know what does.
That's the one thing that Kanye wrote in the last like 7 years. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Kanye wrote that tweet. like, what the fuck you mean?
That sounds like some shit Lil Wayne would say now to me.
No, it don't.
Yes,
no,
it does.
It's not.
To me,
no,
that
it's
sounds
not.
like some shit Lil Wayne would say.
It's not. Look, fam, you replace certain
Lil
words
Wayne
with
himself
replace
sitting on
certain
his
words
phone
with
trying
God
to be
and Jesus.
heartfelt.
Replace
That sounds
certain
like
words with
something
God and
like-
Jesus, and there you go. That's a Kanye tweet. That's like 7 Kanye tweets because it wouldn't have been all in a row.
I think God was only used. Well, God wasn't used one time. He said, "I love the way I live."
One of
I
those
live the way I love,
60,000.
and I love the way I love.
One of those 60,000 motherfucking votes was from Lil Wayne for Kanye.
No, that was Black Man for Trump.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was.
It's an undeniable fact, unfortunately, that Donald Trump had the highest turnout of African American men, women, and Hispanic men and women than ever. Like ever. For anybody. The same way Joe Biden claimed the status of the nigga that the most people in history ever voted for a president, like black, white, whatever. The most people ever voted for this one guy. The most black people next to Obama and the most Hispanics ever voted for Trump this time around. Didn't they do? Or not voted for Trump, but voted what they call it, voted what they call it.
Use your brain, nigga. Your mind. Thought. Thank you.
Basically half of the niggas from Republican areas voted for fucking Biden, but then the other half voted for Trump. And the half that voted for Trump was predominantly outside of obvious white, was predominantly African American and Hispanic versus where it was in city areas where you knew the Democrat would get the vote, kind of. But you know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing that Donald Trump had the biggest turnout he's ever had, and the Republicans have ever had. The Republican Party
Coons like Star,
black people,
Lil Wayne,
Ice Cube, 50 Cent, and Gunplay, and Kanye West. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, did I say Gunplay?
You didn't. You said You said Star and Lil Wayne.
Oh, I was getting the Gunplay. But Gunplay too.
I figured I'd
what,
balance out the list.
Yeah, balance out the list. Yeah, but they all coons. Okay, and if you're cooning to that degree and level, minus Ice Cube, I would not slander Ice Cube.
Ice Cube,
but I won't do it. I won't do it. Won't do it.
You proved it. You said yourself. He played himself. You said it privately. Say it publicly.
He played himself.
You saw the tweet.
He played himself.
You saw what he claimed. You saw what he acted like he did. You saw what he acted like he was about to do. You saw that. Claim it publicly like he did privately.
I think for years, motherfucker, I think there's been, I'm gonna put it like this. 50 out of the gate cooned himself, Gunplay out of the gate cooned himself, and we didn't expect him to ever come out as coons, but there we go. But we have the proof of timeline coonism that we just denied from Kanye and Lil Wayne. Like, we seen it. We heard him. And we was like, no.
Prior to meeting with Trump, I wouldn't have called Lil Wayne a coon.
And then we
I
seen
just
it
would have called
happen.
him a
And
nigga
then it is, and
doesn't pay
then
attention.
and it has been happening, and we seen it happen right before our eyes. We seen, yes, we're hearing it, yes, and that's an undeniable. But certain motherfuckers put themselves in that box just because they just jumped the wrong ship on, shipped on some bullshit.
Well, let's get back.
But they
to
still gonna be
Dwayne.
held. They still gonna be held accountable by me.
Well, let's get back
Gunplay
to
is still a
Dwayne.
coon.
Let's get back to Dwayne. Do you think Dwayne meant any harm or meant any endorsement, so to speak, by taking that picture and claiming that if Trump did win, it would be good for the black community? Because you could say that Ice Cube wasn't wrong for, regardless of what you think about him not wanting to take a Skype call with Kamala or whatever the media says. You could also say that he was wrong for meeting with Trump on this plan that may or may not happen. Cube is wrong for saying that he came up with the plan for black people and brought it to them, which is why I said there's got to be a deeper play to this. I guess it was some form of notoriety. I don't know what he got out of it, other than saying, y'all niggas mad at me. All right. Can't nobody help you niggas. Which isn't, that's not word for word what he said, but it was like, how y'all niggas mad at me? Like, I'm cute. Like, I tried to help. Like, it was like, nigga, yeah, but come on. You can't tell me niggas that love Lil Wayne didn't see him standing next to him and then go vote for him. The same way how niggas that love Kanye didn't see Kanye doing what he doing and go like, yeah, fuck both of them guys. It's the same thing.
It's exactly why
it aided just the way in Lil Pump, just the way Donald Trump
the niggas that
called Lil Pump, Lil
the
Pimp.
people that listen to Lil Pump can't vote. Like he did.
But Donald Trump, but think about it. Donald Trump put Lil Pump onto a whole new demographic of people, all because he got up there
and that's
his
what's
dick for
gonna
20
get Little
seconds.
Pump the fuck up out of here. You can't be spitting
Pump been
Adderall,
up out of here. There ain't
at
even
these
been a
fucking,
question.
at these fucking white kids and shit like you Eminem, and this is 2001.
See, no, that's the problem.
These white people who get you the fuck out of here.
Pump ain't white.
They don't want their kids addicted to
Pump
the
is your
opioid
people.
epidemics and the heroin.
Pump is your people, though.
That's your people.
No, Pump is
That is your people.
Mexican.
Don't you fucking do that? No.
I'm not Mexican.
No.
I'm not Mexican. Pump is
Neither
Mexican.
is he.
Yes,
Neither
he
is
is.
he. Neither is he.
Lil Pump is a Mexican. Lil Pimp.
No.
Lil Pimp is a Mexican. Trump called him Lil Pimp. Lil Pimp is a Mexican.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's a Mexican that deserves to be taxed more than 33%.
Yes, but no. It's not. No.
And I would hold that to an individual.
Him and Daniel Hernandez can never be Mexican.
I don't think Daniel can afford 33% at this point. Lil Pimp definitely can.
You ever seen Mile 22?
I've heard of it. What is that? Refresh my memory.
It's an action movie. It has Mark Wahlberg in it, and
I remember the trailer slightly.
Yeah, he asked. It's almost like he plays the. You remember The Departed? And the character he played in The Departed.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dignam, and how much of he was an asshole and a dickhead and it was just in your face. It's like if he actually was in another movie, that same character, but he got to shoot at shit. It's hard.
Okay.
And it's one of those movies that got mad twist in it and shit, but it's hard.
I feel
but yeah, That's what's gonna end up happening to Daniel Hernandez once it gets down to it.
Well,
It's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers coming after his ass with some smoking aces shit, and he gonna have to have Mark Wahlberg save his ass because that money gonna run out. And there ain't gonna be no protection on that nigga, and he gonna be out here with a million fucking enemies, bro. Niggas, there is 1,000 crazy ass disenfranchised and highly bullied black kids and white kids that listen to Big Mensa and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that are coming for your ass. I'm just saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact, though.
Saying.
That's an unfortunate fact, but that's a fact.
Unfortunate fact.
You know what though? We gonna talk about Daniel.
I predicted this shit too. I predicted this nigga's whole career, and we've gotten it on fucking audio. On tape now.
Hold up.
His whole career.
Hold up. I'm gonna take a piss. We're gonna pause this, or you can do an ad.
For fuck's sake.
Or you can do an ad, and we'll be right back. Because I had something to ask you about Daniel anyway. Why? Because there have been new developments in Daniel's position outside of wanting to tell his story, of course, and be known as the snitch and rat that he is. There have been new developments. You know, Harv just got 24 years. Who is Harv? Some 9 Trey Bloods, nigga. We don't know him personally.
He's the motherfucker that's supposed to be kidnapped.
In the disposition, motherfucker 6ix9ine said he saved his life. 6ix9ine said he saved him from that robbery. See, we'll talk about it in a second. I gotta take a piss.
All right, I'm just mad.
All right, bet. Run Anchor or, fucking some
other
other
what
shit.
You fucking do. Just go take a piss.
I don't know, nigga.
God damn. Cole's a Republican. And this episode of the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast has been brought to you by Anchor.fm. Everything that you need to make a podcast from top to bottom, setting up your audio, getting it out to all of your DSPs is set up right there for you in an easy step-by-step way to get the most out of your podcast and do what the fuck we want to do and do actually every single week that we've been doing for the past 3 years for you. So if you want to be just like us and use the same type of setup and get your shit out there, become just like us and rival to us, or even, I don't know, if you want to become like the Donald Trump, fucking super white supremacist podcast, and we can just slander you guys all day and get you guys canceled. If you want to do that, you can do that through Anchor.fm too. I don't recommend doing that shit because I'll come for you. But that's what it is. Anchor.fm, get your podcast set up from top to bottom, be a hero, use your voice, vote. Don't be a dickhead. Don't make a fucking podcast about white supremacy and being a Donald Trump supporter. And there you go. Anchor.fm.
Back. I'm pretty sure they'll reject that ad because I heard a bunch of politics in it. But hey.
Oh, we can't say politics in it?
It can't be controversially. No. It can't be picking a side. You just gotta say go vote. You can't say hey, go vote for this nigga or your life will be over. You can't say that.
I play both sides. I drove it back and shit. You know what I'm saying? They might have to review that 3 or 4 times.
It's just gonna get denied.
No, it's going to get to an executive level review. I guarantee you. At least, at the very least.
Nigga, Spotify owns Anchor. Nigga, our slave masters ain't playing that shit.
No, never mind. Never mind. It's not going to go.
Right.
Never mind.
Ain't playing that shit. YouTube barely puts up with us. What are you talking about?
YouTube is racist. Fuck out of here.
Fuck.
Shit.
Anyway, back to Daniel.
The only people that's gonna pay us is Dave Chappelle and fucking Eddie Murphy at this point. All right, yeah, back to Daniel.
Pretty sure we can get Tyler Perry in there for something.
No, no. You're gonna offend Tyler Perry.
I would like Tyler Perry.
30 minutes.
I feel like if me and Tyler Perry had a conversation in private, we could come. We would see eye to eye on a lot of things. No. Despite how much I don't like his movies and how much he probably wouldn't like my music and or podcast, I feel like creatively we can come together on some dope shit.
You know what? I take that back. I would fuck up the Tyler Perry thing.
Why would you intentionally fuck up a bag?
I would do it by accident.
Why?
I couldn't help myself because I actually have questions about like psychological questions about why some of his movies are set up the way that they are.
Why we talking about the bag? You talk about his old shit. Who's doing that in the business meeting? That's why you
No,
would
after we get the bag, I'm gonna fuck it up by accident. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna.
Oh no,
like,
you just won't be allowed on the studio at that point.
I got some questions I gotta ask, like on some podcast level shit. This is what I do, nigga. I'm the pod guy, nigga. If me being the pod guy get me fired from working with Tyler Perry because he's still too afraid to answer some questions and shit on my pod guy shit, and god damn it, we just gonna have to go to motherfucking to Apple and shit and get this $1 trillion bag.
Not that I'm screening it or nothing, but what type of questions would you ask Tyler Perry? Just because I'm curious. Because if there's anything worse than I would ask him, I have to wonder at the very least.
My first one would definitely be why is it that in your first original movies of your career that there was always a tale of like a black male what's the word? I don't want to say beater.
Abusive.
Assailant. I would say that assailant towards women. That was like his first like 4 or 5 movies in a row. And then it kind of hit me in a way where it was like
story, man. I mean, you remember Diary of a Mad Black Woman was a good movie. Shitty play, but good movie.
Not many motherfuckers was Shamar Moore in that moment, bro. When you walk out of that movie,
even the big bald dude that went
most of y'all niggas, like most of us niggas, including I myself, was Wood Harris's brother. Like, we didn't look good when we walked out of that motherfucker, bro.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying?
You the type of nigga that went to a Tyler Perry movie thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you had to be worried about how you look when you walked out of it. You can't do that with Tyler Perry movie. You can't go
that was
see
a
Tyler
highlight.
Perry movies with your girl, nigga.
I went to school with these bitches that went and saw the same movie that I did or something like, and it's like, what did you get from it?
You can't
I'm a social anthropologist, my nigga. Like, I'm paying attention to what other people are saying or how they think about it.
So as a social anthropologist, you know that you can't just watch a movie from one angle. You watch it one time as yourself, and then you watch it again from a different angle, and then you might watch it again with somebody else. And then you may end up with 3 different perspectives on that bitch. You said, well,
and this is the argument that we're getting into, Tyler Perry. Why is this a reoccurring angle? This is not a singular angle. It's not a part of this one film, this one film. It's this film. It's like 5 films in a row till you get the fucking Daddy's Little Girls, or you get the pops is actually the real nigga. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Time out.
Have you seen For Colored Girls? Have you seen that shit?
I tend to stay away from most Tyler Perry movies.
Oh my God.
Most Tyler Perry movies that don't involve Madea. And when I say that, I mean that prior to anything after Medea's Family Reunion 2, I cut it off. I don't all of that shit. I don't watch none of that shit. It's
I respect Tyler Perry's hustle, and that's what I.
That's
the thing. That's the thing about the anthropology that I about me watching certain people that is interesting to me.
That's
it's
like,
even though I don't like it, it's like the masses go to it and enjoy it, and it's like, why?
Let me just cut to my shit.
That's intriguing to me. Some scientific shit.
Let me just cut to my shit there, because that's what I was kind of getting at. Like, is it that it's the first couple of films, classic or not, for what it was that not what it should have been for the time? Was that not somewhat of an accurate representation? Because if you ask Tyler Perry's whole thing is I'm telling our people stories all the time. Theoretically, outside of the things that were obviously comical, like a Medea Halloween or, whatever shit like that, there's obviously a conscious effort to tell a black story of some sort, good or bad. I don't know if telling a black story, good or bad, is good or bad, if that makes sense. Should there only be good? Because that's not an accurate representation. Should there only be bad, as like how white people perpetuate it? That's not accurate representation. Should there be both, as there is how other races represent themselves? That's a little more reasonable, but then we call this nigga a faggot and a bitch for showing all of these sides. That's crazy.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
No,
that.
that's
And
what
those
I'm
people
not
say,
saying that's what we
I
call him.
would say, well,
That's
people
what
who do say
call
that
him. That's what people do say
fucking
about
ignorant. But it is just a reoccurring thing to me, and I feel that. And like I said, I respect this nigga hustle because
you can't not.
Yeah, because it is based on black and colored truth, but in a sense to where I feel like you could have wrote it different. Like that.
But that's what I
Like,
say. For the time, if you writing Diary of a Mad Black Woman, it was a play in the '90s, and you trying to adapt it early 2000s. Talking about
For
03, this is
Colored
a
Girls,
movie.
I think was actually the most impactful thing I think he ever wrote and or directed that actually touched me. I think that was the most impact, and it wasn't for me. Like,
I don't know if he's ever written anything that's actually touched me. I just
that was
know that
impactful.
everything I've
It
seen
made me rethink
has been a story that meant something to some degree. You said what?
That movie made me rethink my movements.
Which one is
because For Colored Girls.
I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen
because it made me think about how I affected the women that I was encountering.
Right.
Because I always had a slew of bitches or women or salutes or whatever the fuck you would want to call them or classify them. I would say over the years. And
I'm sure they've grown.
Every couple years ago, or so, I would make a fucking victory lap. And rest in peace, Nip Hustle. Marathon continues. But I would make a victory lap and just slew through. And some would be like mad hurt, and I would never fucking understand like that you just tripping. That was like 3 years ago. Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And it was. And I seen that movie. My mom told me to watch it. My mom always puts me on the movies that make me think. Like Lean on Me. Like, that's one of like my favorite movies of all time.
Right.
And rest in peace, Bill Withers, by the way, on that one.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Great
I
song.
was just listening to Lovely Day in the car the other day.
Great song, man. God damn it.
Classic.
Jesus. But anyway, and it made me think. Like when she put me up on it, I watched it, and I'm just like mind blown, because I'm like, the way our interaction as men was to women affected them in a very fucking negative way because we didn't give a fuck. And it was not, and it's kind of natural for us to not give a fuck. Like, I didn't give, like, I didn't hold it to that high of a regard. So why? So why do you? It's like, I don't hold it to that much of a regard. So why should you? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And it, you know what I'm saying? It played out different, but it was like, I learned from it. But on the opposite side of the whole shit, I know all anthropology. I know what type of generation I came from, and I know what type of niggas that and white people that are also seeing this shit. It doesn't really make us as black and minority men look great. We look like shit in the whole light of the whole game. So, once again, why is that recurring?
Yeah. I mean,
lost a bag. This is a fucking 40-minute conversation right now for one question.
See that, but see that's the thing, because you could say it's a
And it's
number
just
of
it's
different
a
things.
legit question. I just want an answer to it, but it's a
You could
legit
say it's a
question.
number of different things. This would be a 4-hour podcast. We just have to talk about all the possible reasons why what you just said is that's true. But does that reflect back on Tyler Perry for telling what is kind of the truth?
I feel
No,
like there would
I
have to
don't
be a
think that's a
psychologist
bad
there
reflection
with me
on
to
him.
do the podcast, because there would only be like outside of you.
You said
Because
what?
there would be, I feel like there would have to be a psychologist there with me, because like if he could or would agree to that, which I don't ever think he would, because I feel like there is a deeper issue to that, into the whole thing, whether he cares to divulge it or not. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel a certain type of way about it from the depiction that I have to deal with.
Well,
Because, for example,
we're not gonna get into Tyler Perry life story, but
like
shit.
me being a light-skinned individual and biracial during the time that we was growing up, and probably before us too, we classified into, or you a soft R&B nigga, or you were overcompensating rap nigga, I would say, like as far as character. There's kind of like no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? It's either you really soft or you're an asshole. Almost. It's like they classify you in those two boxes. And a lot of times it was that in the movies. It was like light-skinned guy was either good guy, dark-skinned guy was bad guy, and black and back and forth and shit. And I'm like, yo, that's not cool for either fucking side. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think what you're saying is wrong. I think you, what's the word? I think you euphemize. I don't know if euphemize is a word, but it is now. I think you used your euphemism wrong, is what I'm trying to say. But I think you're right, because that's been a thing where it's like, well, you only tell this story or you only tell that story. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the nigga gonna look you dead in the face and tell you, yo, I'm telling our story, our stories. Some of them are terrible. Some of them are gay. Some of them are great. Some of them are, the chick picked the light skin, the dark skin nigga. That's real shit. That's real shit. You can't say they're not putting out real shit to a certain degree. It's exaggerated because it's Hollywood. That's what he do, but it is reality.
But he stands adjacent to Hollywood now.
That's reality of the culture.
That's why I'm so critical of Tyler Perry, though. That's
what I'm talking about.
He stands adjacent from it. He has the power to where he can stand and do his own shit. He has his own studio, his own whole shit.
That's what I'm saying. So how does he stand adjacent from it? He literally creates it in-house.
No, he doesn't have to confine to the
other
shit.
Niggas pay him
because Hollywood is a certain thing, yo. I witnessed this firsthand. When I started to see it, I was like, yo. At 16 years old, I was like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like what Hollywood was. You feel me? Like, when I saw what it was,
you saw that
it was like,
16?
You
don't think shit has changed to some degree with the effect of Tyler Perry since you were 16 saying that? You don't think Tyler Perry has had a positive effect on Hollywood and black people in Hollywood?
No.
That's crazy. That's insane. You sound like more of a Republican than you say I sound like.
I sound like a realist, because it hasn't changed shit.
Nigga.
It hasn't.
Hollywood literally pays him and his people, so he pays other black people with this money from white people to shoot on the studio and property he owns. How much more do you want from one man? the rich niggas in Hollywood
you can give one person money to do that for a whole bunch of other people. Because his spot is the best
spot to shoot at.
And shit, but you know where that class comes from. He works around the same. Well,
Yeah, Harvey
listen to what I'm saying.
Weinstein might
Let
hit
me
you, but
let
you
me
gotta take his money.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. He works around the same class around of actors, actresses, and cast in a circulating motion, giving them like multiple opportunities on a regular basis, which is the dope fucking thing to do. Like I said, I'm not gonna fault him on that shit. But what Hollywood will do is adapt, because what Tyler Perry does do is show that, all right, if I can provide all these jobs for Black actresses, actors, cast and crew members, and like all up and down on the side. Wait. How can like, and the rest of Hollywood can't even fill that void, or they try not to, but instead what they do is they'll go and get motherfuckers from over the pond, from the UK,
But
who don't know no
that's not what
fucking
Tyler
better.
Perry does. Tyler Perry,
That's
for
not what
his
Tyler Perry
studio,
does. That's not
will
what Tyler
hire
Perry does.
niggas in Atlanta to be like, yo, can you do this?
Yeah, but where are you seeing these motherfuckers that work with Tyler Perry outside of Tyler Perry films?
Nigga,
that's my question.
Like I said, did you miss the whole first part I said, bro? Like like CBS, ABC, niggas that have sitcoms and primetime television shows pay Tyler Perry to shoot on the lot that he owns, that he uses that money to then pay other Black people with livable wages at that. It's not like he's taking his money for himself and just going like, yo,
I'm
no,
not
he's
blaming
funding the
Tyler
studio
Perry.
through other
You're
niggas.
misconstruing what I'm saying. You're misconstruing what I'm saying.
What?
I'm not saying what he's doing is not an admirable thing. What I'm saying is that there's always a way to box in Hollywood certain motherfuckers and certain classes and minorities of people into being into certain classes and being within certain boxes to where they can work. Now,
I think you're right. Wait, I think you're right. But draw this before you go where you about to go, because I know where you about to go. I think I know where you about to go. Draw this conclusion. When Hove was presented with that option, you could say he fucked over his friends, give or take what you think or know.
The Rock Nation option? What option?
The option of being president of Def Jam and giving up Rockefeller and moving on as a solo, doing your thing, or being, if you're a Jay-Z, yeah, you would do that. So if you're in that position, yeah, you would do that. Maybe. And is that wrong? Who are the people it's affecting? Because when you look at Jay-Z today, it looks like all of the people he started with, minus one or two people, maybe 4 or 5, actually, 4 or 5. All of them, all have done pretty well for themselves. Even the ones, even the 4 or 5 have done well for themselves.
Jay-Z, in my opinion, is in a box different because
is it not kind of the Tyler Perry box though? That's what I was trying to draw the conclusion to though. If you is it not kind of the same?
I feel the similarity. I feel that. I would say Jay-Z's in a little bit of a box different because I feel like the best thing that he did, and I don't know, I'm unaware. I would say unaware if Tyler Perry has done the same thing, but it would be the best thing to do because what Jay-Z did,
they both played the game.
The two ingenious things that Jay-Z did was Tidal and Rock Nation Management. He was already in everything.
You don't even get to Rock Nation Management and Tidal without making the moves that I brought up. They're in between moves between that and what I just brought up.
I understand what you're saying.
What are you talking about?
Calm down.
What are you talking about?
Calm down. I'm saying, crediting both. The difference between the two is that Jay-Z's two moves, like I say, would be his two ingenious moves is those two, because The management makes sure that the artist, no matter who it is, make sure that they get what the fuck that they properly deserves and attains financially as an artist.
Theoretically. Yeah.
Theoretically. Title in the sense of now you in control of when like the stream, like you're in part of the streaming world to where you're inviting other motherfuckers to listen through your streaming service rather than Apple and Spotify, and it gets that a bigger chunk of those streaming revenues towards the artist. Now, both admirable things. Tyler Perry opens the opportunity, but I think where he would open up the door and really kick it open for his people that are working for him, instead of keeping them within that same circle, would be to establish a management company for them. Like I said, I'm unaware if they don't. Like he hasn't already done this. Establish a management company to where you don't have to be under, like you don't have to be in fucking Meet the Browns TV show to be in his clique and shit and be able to go out there and be something. You don't have to be under that Medea umbrella, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being confined into that same type of zone. Now, granted, there's niggas that have made other careers, you know what I'm saying, extended their careers outside of the Tyler Perry zone that got their break from that. But you can continue to, I can pay you all day. You know what I'm saying? I can make money all day long from doing side deals, and I can pay my niggas all day. I can do that all fucking day long.
Yeah.
But guess what? If I give you an opportunity to where I can pay you, and then you can go off and legit have a shot someplace else, legit, you can go over to Universal and do something. You can
That's
go
why
over to,
he's doing what he's doing.
you can go over to so and so and do something, and like make your money for yourself.
Do you think he's not doing that?
I haven't seen the results of that.
I don't think that's that when you were
And
saying what you were just saying.
And that's all I'm saying. It's like I haven't seen it.
When you were saying what you were just saying, I can't think of many people that work on Tyler Perry films, sets, TV shows, whatever, that or actors that are a part of that branch of Hollywood, Black Hollywood, whatever you want to call it, that are popular outside of Black Hollywood that weren't already popular outside of Black people. Like the people that like, okay, let's say for instance, when you start the saga of, when you start the lore of Tyler Perry, you get I don't remember old girl's name, but let's say you get the Why Do I Get Married, you get a Jill Scott, you get a Tasha Richardson, you get all the people that were in there, all the Morris Chestnut, all these people that were great Black actors and known to Black people and some white people, a lot of white people, but not to the degree that, let's say, you know, a Leonardo DiCaprio. There's a difference. But for you to cultivate what you got, what
maybe
you
I
build,
look at
pay
it
for
from the
into that. I mean, there's different.
Maybe I'll look at it from the perspective of this. And this might be a defining mentality, I guess. I don't know. I look at it like, all right, someone could be Jonah Hill's character in Wolf of Wall Street could have been Black, for example.
Easily. Yeah, easily.
Easily. But it's like starring alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, who is now a one-time, which is preposterous, Academy Award not winning actor for getting fucked by a bear.
Another episode.
But that character could have been played, like I said, once again, he could have been played by Jonah Hill. I don't even think realistically from my interactions with Hollywood that a person of color, of any color, got a legit shot at that type of opportunity. I'm not going to be overly critical of Tyler Perry. But what I would like to see is him trying to propel his people into positions like that.
Well, then I gotta ask
because
you,
I feel like if if anybody has placed themselves in the power to execute a Jay-Z power move as far as cinema and film, Tyler Perry, that nigga. He the person to be able to do it. Anybody else can't, who else can do it? As a person of color, who else can do it?
he'd be the first guy you want to call.
Exactly. So it's like, it's almost kind of like, nigga, you Goku before you turn Super Saiyan. No, nigga, I need you to turn Super Saiyan on Namek right now.
Kaioken was a bitch, though.
Kaioken was a bitch. I need you to turn Super Saiyan on Namek now, nigga.
And I need Frieza. And the white man might as well be Hollywood
He
versus
got
Tyler
Frieza
Perry.
already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hollywood versus
The
what
white
he's
man.
built. Hollywood versus what he's built might as well be Frieza to his Goku.
Low key, Hollywood is like a Voltron of all of the angry gay white Jews, all
We go.
straight up.
This is where we get banned. What?
Look, fam. Listen, hear me out. All of the mega coons, all the motherfuckers that have a sexual deviancy problem, all the motherfuckers that just have some type of this weird eccentricity, and they all come to fucking together and they just create this Hollywood sign, nigga, and it's Voltron, and you gotta beat this motherfucker before you can get through the shits.
His name is Donald Trump. We already beat him. They just ain't
look, fam. I had a written story in my head about an actress before I even read her biography, on Wikipedia and her life, and I was completely right before I got to it.
I know what you mean. How you look at
Chick's last name is actually Bennett. I mean, actually Wang. I'm not gonna say the actress's name in the whole name, but Chick's last name is Wang. She's half Chinese. No, I'm not going there. She's half Chinese, half white. She chose she took her dad's first name as Bennett so she could get jobs, because her legal name was Wang, and it was so fucking hard for her to get jobs as a half white, half Asian actress. First job, she changed her name to Bennett, and they got that
on her part. That's racist on the people that made it hard for her to get a job part.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta find a way to beat fucking Hollywood Voltron. You can't just be yo, I'm the best actress. I'm the best fucking actress that's half white, half Asian, and I'm gonna go up here and kick ass. No, they gonna fucking typecast your dumb ass, and they're not gonna give you the fucking op.
Typecast and not Tyler Perry, the best nigga we got. So
even if so utilize your fucking power. I need motherfucking Super Saiyan motherfucking 2 right now.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, I feel it, but at the same time, that's our Voltron. That's all we got.
Look, man. I'm gonna need the Super Saiyan on the I'm gonna need Super Saiyan on Namek, bro. That's all I'm saying. Right now, from Tyler Perry, you the nigga to execute it. We all discovered today that that motherfucking 50 Cent is a coon.
We
We
discovered
all
that today. What happened today?
well, not today, but in the last 2 weeks, that 50 Cent is a coon, which means that Courtney Kemp cannot be trusted all the way right now. So we only can depend on Tyler Perry, my nigga.
Who the fuck is Courtney Kemp?
The executive producer of Power and all them shits with
Power ain't been
writing
good
all
for
them
3
shit
seasons.
with 50. Huh?
Power ain't been good for 3-4 seasons. Why would you trust that?
But it's still reoccurring though. Build your bag.
Why would you?
They working
That's
for
50
their
bag.
nigga. They
That
ain't
ain't
got the
our
Tyler Perry
bag, nigga.
nigga.
That's
They still
50
gotta work for
bag.
theirs.
That's
Like,
50 bag. That ain't our bag. That's they bag, nigga.
Yeah, but it's Courtney bag too. So like I said,
That's they bag.
Courtney
That ain't our
could be an
bag,
ally.
nigga.
Courtney could be an ally to against motherfucking 50 Cent coonery. But we don't know yet.
Nigga, we thought 50
They don't
Cent
even have
was a
they don't even have a
motherfucking
bag. She don't
ally
even
against
have a bag
coonery.
enough to be able to make the type of power move to be able to do what Tyler Perry
Nigga,
doing
we
right now.
thought 50 Cent was enough to be against coonery. We thought he was not coonish enough to be against coonery. And we were wrong.
Oh no, he the Kale King coon.
You know what? That's sad. Because you're right. If I had to word this in Dragon Ball Z language, Lil Pump is the power up. Or I'm sorry. Lil Pimp is the power up. 50 is the KO King. Gunplay is Super Saiyan 1. And Lil Wayne is obviously Super Saiyan Blue. I mean, like, it's weird. That's why he won a bunch of niggas. Like, come on. Like, he's Super Saiyan Blue, my nigga. Like, Lil Wayne is a Super Saiyan Blue with MAGA niggas.
Look, man, all I'm saying is your man's Wheezy.
Maybe Ice Cube is Rose.
Your man's Wheezy and Curtis
he was your
man
man's too. Up until what, a few days ago? Yeah, he's your man's too. Did you not hear that poetry that he spat for us? For his people? Did you not
tweet
hear
that Kanye
that?
Wrote?
No, the tweet that Dwayne wrote.
No, Kanye wrote that. Don't play my fans like that, bro. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Bro.
Don't play these niggas. Don't play these niggas, bro. Don't play these niggas. Don't play these niggas. George, get your man.
Lil Wayne write more lyrics wiping his ass.
This nigga tripping.
Lil Wayne, Dwayne Carter writes more lyrics wiping his ass than Kanye writes in a month. I don't want to hear.
And you, nigga,
I don't want to hear,
bro. Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Kanye
been talking about shoe designs and shit
for Dwayne Carter. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nigga.
You lying to yourself.
At least Wayne talks
Stop lying.
At least Lil Wayne talks about shit I can relate to. I hate to have to bring it to that, but at least he talks about shit I can relate to. Kanye talking about shoe design.
Y'all both fuck a bunch of white women that all wear MAGA hats.
He at least talks about shit I can relate to. That's got nothing to do with the point. The point I'm trying to make is, goddamn it, it's different and more relatable and more acceptable than that bullshit.
No.
I can take the poetry. No. I can take the poetry of that tweet as an apology, just as the niggas like yourself can dismiss Ice Cube playing himself. I feel like it's the same thing.
Patrick,
they both MAGA. They both MAGA niggas.
I'm not gonna allow you to play.
They both MAGA niggas. They both MAGA. Ice-T is the realest Ice now. Ice-T is the realest Ice now. Ain't no more Ice Cube with that shit.
He been the realest Ice, nigga. Any motherfucker that could sell hand grenades, that has sold hand grenades, not has been in possession of and just had them for themselves, but sold hand grenades. I may have
won a bridge too far. You're right. Ice-T has always been the realest Ice, but same time, Cube was the nigga supposed to be holding the second spot, and who's gonna be the next Ice nigga?
He played himself. All right, god damn it, we got to return to this. He played himself. God damn it, Bitrick, and that's it. But he is not a coon like Weezy and 50 in Gunplay.
just as much as
Kanye's
one as they did. I mean, he turned
no.
how?
He's definitely a Beavis ass nigga right now, but he is. God damn it! I'm not. I'm not.
You don't
I'm
want to
not.
admit it.
I'm not.
You
I'm
just
not.
don't want to
I'm
admit
not.
it.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not.
you're not gonna
Shut the
admit
fuck
it
up.
because
I'm
you
not.
know it's the
I'm
truth.
not going. I'm not
You
going to
know it's
call
the truth.
Ice Cube.
You know it's the truth.
I will not. I will never. I can't do it.
You think because the
I cannot
NWA,
do it.
Jerry
It's not
Heller,
in me. It is not
it was a
me.
good day,
What?
and Dr. Dre, goddamn it, you think that this nigga is the illest nigga on earth, and I felt like that at one time too. But then I see tweets like that, and then you tell me I can't accept that bullshit Wayne said as an acceptable apology. Come on, dog.
But it's
Fuck
been a
out of here.
road to Coonery for Lil Wayne, nigga. You already knew this.
Okay, some people would argue
You
that for Ice
already knew
Cube.
this, my nigga.
I wouldn't personally say that about Ice Cube, but there are mad other black people just like that voted for Trump, I guess, that would
Them
and
niggas
voted for
don't
Biden
vote,
and
so
voted
who the
for
fuck
Biden
cares?
that would say that Ice Cube may or may not be the realest nigga on earth.
Look, man.
And I think some of us just give Ice
Ice-T has
Cube the
always been
credit.
the realest Ice, but Ice Cube and Ice-T have both fought for. And like, look, I'm not a rapper, but the reason why you can say the shit, the sad shit that you be saying on your records, nigga, is because of Ice-T and Ice Cube.
I'm not gonna argue that.
So therefore, there would be no slander amongst motherfucking Ice Cube coming from me. Period. Under no circumstance.
I feel what you're saying, but at the same
time, none. Stop.
I know what it's like to get fucked over by white people.
I
know what it's like to get fucked over by white people. And I know what it's like to be put in a position by white people to where you might have a little bit of power. And Ice Cube had both of those things. And when he was younger, he was a real nigga about it. And when he got older, maybe he was blindsided. Maybe he didn't see everything that was coming to him. He's Ice Cube. We'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, you played yourself and you made yourself and us look like clowns at the same time. And that is semi-unforgivable. Not fully.
Look, man.
It's just as unforgivable as gunplay, and well, no, gunplay is kind of unforgivable. But
gunplay is completely unforgivable. Yeah. He was completely convinced.
I'll give Cube the benefit of the doubt before I give gunplay the benefit of the doubt. But still, I don't know. See, and that hurts my heart. I don't know if I can fuck with gunplay no more.
You shouldn't fuck with gunplay no more. Just like I don't fuck with Wayne no more. Fuck you, man.
I can't not fuck with Wayne. But I mean, gunplay, dog.
This whole Griselda catalog, nigga, you need to get caught up on it anyway. There's grimy music for days.
It was so promising. That's my point.
Listen to Burden of Proof, niggas. Album of the year. Get the fuck away from me. Talking about gunplay.
Dade County, you dirty motherfuckers. You dirty motherfuckers. All you Dade County niggas,
it's your responsibility as a fat black nigga that rap to call Ross to tell that nigga to fucking shoot gunplay in the kneecap for acting
Ross
goddamn
don't even identify with us no more. He ain't fat. He like he in the middle now. He in the upside down. See, when you a fat nigga, there's a weird space. When you like you be a fat nigga, you be a skinny nigga, there's a weird space when you like got titties, get bitches, got money, but like chill, but like don't. There's a weird space. We call it the upside down. Sometimes you trapped in the upside down. He in the upside down right now. And every fat nigga know that. And it's cool. I've been in the upside down before and I hope to be there again. I plan on being there again in a few years. So I know it's pain. Sometimes you gotta fuck a bad white bitch to wear a hat. Nigga, it just happens. I get it. But you know, shit.
It's still your responsibility to hold it down.
I can't change the world. I'm just trying to make these bitches come, nigga.
That's what you should call Ross.
He can't. No, that's his argument too, nigga. That's what I'm saying. This is the fat nigga movement, nigga. This is what we do. We fuck bad white bitches that believe in things that we don't believe in, and we get money.
Y'all make terrible album signings or label signings?
No, not all of us. No, obviously, all of us can't make music, but the ones of us that can, tend to, hit or miss. It's hit or miss with everybody that does this shit. But the point being that real niggas know real niggas. And you think Ross didn't call that nigga gunplay and say, hey, you ain't got to take it down, but relax. You might feel that way, but hey.
I told you that last week. You don't listen to the podcast all the way, dude. No more, do you?
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
None.
Nigga, all I gotta know is this. Fat niggas around the world know.
No, they don't.
Well, yeah, okay. I should rephrase this. Fat niggas like myself and those of
In a
the likes
marathon
of
t-shirt.
those of us of the likes that live a certain way may be accustomed to certain things and from time to time may be confused. So when you run into that confused fat nigga, all you got to do as a fellow fat nigga is correct him. If you can't correct him, then you know you got an idiot in front of yourself. Now, when you deal with that idiot, you know what you do? You tell him the truth. You grab his bitch and you dip. You teach him a lesson like a real American because it's patriotism, nigga.
Shut the fuck up. All right, what's next? What the fuck is it? We just bullshit. You know what? I commend your skills as podcasting. Like you come a long way, young Padawan. Come a long way.
I try.
Like, you come a long way. You bullshitted your way to like 44 minutes and shit, and that's great. Because we really didn't have shit to fucking
I
talk
meant
about.
some of those things.
Yo, we forgot about what about that? My cousin tweets.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, your cousin. Oh, so you can be affiliated with niggas that's half corny, but not all the way corny, huh?
You made Atlanta. You get a pass. Bitch, what you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Nothing, because most of the shit he's done is dope. But still.
Exactly. What you got? What you got, bitch?
He ain't your cousin, bitch. That's what I
My
got.
He my cousin.
He your cousin by
man.
way of the universe, nigga. That shit don't count, nigga.
So is Danny Glover too.
Okay, so is Hov for me, nigga. I got Carters in my family. Fuck out of here. Shut up, bitch.
There's like 17,000 like Carter like plantations all down in the South and shit. Like they ain't even all related. Glovers come by, you know what I'm saying?
You wasn't even here yet, nigga. What
very few of us.
About?
Very few of us. Very few of us.
Ask your pops, nigga. Shut up, motherfucker.
Very few of us. We're very poor people from England. And shit, we make gloves.
My man said, I don't know though. What you think about it? I think if this nigga say this, it may or may not be true. He say season 3 and 4. Fuck the music. Season 3 and 4 of Atlanta should be harder or just as hard as The Sopranos.
I believe it.
I gotta see it to believe it.
I believe that.
I'm the nigga. I've heard all the hype around The Sopranos. I have not watched all of The Sopranos.
I believe it.
I am an owner of HBO Max and all that shit. But I could watch it any day. But I've made it through about season 3. The end of it. I gotta pick up at some point.
You never watch all The Sopranos?
I just said that. No. I've made it through. I've seen bits and pieces of it through the series, but I haven't been able to watch it. It took me a year to watch
Oh,
all
you
the
ain't
season
shot nobody for real.
It
That's
took
what was
me a
wrong with
year.
you.
It took me a year to watch all the season 1. It took me a year to watch all the season 1.
How old were you when you shot your first gun?
I shot my
Not at somebody and criminally, like, period.
That's what I'm saying. I shot my first gun. 14, 15.
Oh, never mind. All right. That explains a lot. All right, continue.
I don't know if that explains, but maybe because I haven't
It
seen the
explains a
whole
lot.
series. I don't know if I. Yeah,
Explains a lot.
It
Explains a lot.
explains a lot. Yeah.
Explains a lot. How old were you when you saw Scarface?
12.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm right. So continue.
Anyway, yeah, the 3 seasons of it that I've seen are
Right, you were 12 years old. You saw Scarface
for the first time. Yeah,
That's a damn shame.
I saw it on TV one day, and then it's one of
Your
my
mother
favorite
turned it
movies.
off?
No. Ironically, no. I saw it on TV one day, and I knew of it from references, and I was like, "Oh, this is that shit." And then one day, my cousin had bought the 1990 something remastered version of it, and I stole it and watched it, and I was like, it's been my favorite movie ever since. But yeah, anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
I was like way young. I was
like
like
11
9.
or 12. Yeah.
I was 9.
I was probably 12.
My brother had mad, like, in his crib, he had mad Scarface posters.
Mm-hmm.
And that related to me for some reason. Like, I just thought those were like the coolest posters like I've ever seen and shit. Like, ever.
See, I was the nigga that had the Scarface posters once I found out about it. He didn't have all of that. He just had the movie. It was just laying around. Like, it was just a good movie that he, knew. Like, he was older than me. He got like my cousin that had it. He got like probably 15 years on me. So he just
My
knew
brother
of
put
it.
me
And
up
was
on
like,
all the gangster movies that made me deal dope. And he never dealt dope, which I don't know how that affects the human mind. But anthropology, man, how you know?
sometimes you just gotta, dibble and
Like,
dabble before you can dribble and drive. You did.
Matter of fact, his first wife helped too, because she introduced me. She gave me The Godfather, like 1 through 3. Like when I
See, I
graduated
watched
5th
that
grade.
after I
Like
found
when I
out about
graduated
Scarface.
elementary
Then it was
school,
like,
that's
gotta
what I
watch
got.
every gangster movie.
Like when I graduated elementary school, that's what I got. Because I got The Godfather. Because it was first thing I had seen was Scarface. That was my intro to gangster movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Godfather, which my brother's first wife gave to me, like 1 through 3. And then it was Goodfellas, and then the slew just.
You know what's fucked up?
But I was young when I got introduced to the shit. So like to that shit, it was like
The first gangster movie I probably saw, and I only say this and feel like this is the truth. I don't know for a fact, but I feel like this is probably the truth because this is I know for a fact that this is my granddad's favorite movie, was the original Scarface. So like when I was little, I would run in his room all the time and shit. Like I remember seeing shit and he'd be like, "Nah, go ahead." And I was like, 30s vibe.
See, the original Scarface is fire. The Howard Hughes version.
For sure. Nigga, I own the 30th anniversary. I got the money clip with the gold money clip with the
you got the box
GM
set?
and the world is yours. Yeah, the little black
the
leather
box set.
case with the double disc edition and the classic.
You remember
I
Harmony
got
House when that was
red
over?
velvet in there.
I got my set from Harmony House.
I got
I
my
lost my
Sam's Club, nigga, for $30.
I think my brother took my money clip because I still have the film strip from it. The film.
I don't have a film strip. No. Yeah, no. I don't have a film strip no more because I don't think I really appreciated that for what it was when I bought it. But
I still have the film strip.
right now,
I have
know
a film
I have
strip from
Money Clip and the 2 movies for sure.
I have a film strip from
and the case
first Spider-Man too, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Cause I got the box set from that shit too.
Oh yeah, he was lame.
I'm a comic book nigga.
You was big lane.
For real. That's why I was about to say, like, with Donald Glover and shit, watch. Me and that nigga's gonna direct the fucking first the real legit Green Lantern movie. Watch, me and that nigga gonna team up and do that bitch. We gonna team up and do that bitch, and it's gonna be lit.
I wouldn't be mad at it. But that nigga say the music is gonna be magical. And that these next
You
two
heard his last album?
Yeah, I heard the last album. But
Look,
he
nigga,
said this album. He said this
every
album
that nigga has ever done.
This album.
First off, I'm a Prince fan. So the fact that my cousin can do some Prince shit the way he be doing it.
Not your cousin, but okay.
It's my cousin.
Nah.
He be doing his Prince shit, and it resonate like it's a Prince album that we just didn't get. It feels like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with it, like all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like at first with the Waking My Love joint, I didn't think I was gonna like it because I was like, this nigga not rapping at all. But I couldn't stop listening to that album at all. My cousin made good music, yo. I'm just saying.
That was one of those albums I could only turn on when I was smoking by myself or when I was fucking or about to.
That album created my daughter.
I believe it. I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Turn on Redbone. 9 months later,
come on.
Peyton's here.
That's a classic for everybody.
Shit. I was in, what was it? Jodeci came on the other day and I was listening to the radio on my way home from work, which is a rare thing that I ever do. I just happened to have the radio on when I left work.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought me down this road of like all the people, all the R&B singers and shit that like warmed the bed for a nigga before, you know, like a nigga was smashing like back in the day. And there's niggas in the old school 12 play that ain't even in the 12 play today that had it. Like I get them niggas credit. Like Smokey, I gotta give him Smokey. I gotta give him at least 5 bitches credit on my end. At least 5. At least 5. And that worked then. That shit was crazy. It worked. Smokey still worked in 2012, 2013.
That's crazy.
Smokey still worked since 2009. Like that was crazy. Like it's insane. R. Kelly always worked. It always worked. I'm just
Kelly is a special
R.
case.
R. Kelly always worked.
That's a special
always case. Worked. Trey Songz worked. Chris Brown always worked.
That's true.
There's a couple. Look, my nigga, I put some bitches on the motherfucking Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye is the greatest of all time next to Stevie. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I'm trying to think of like I put bitches on Method Man and Mary J. Blige shit. I started out a lot of sessions with that.
You put bitches on the Mary J. Blige? That's why your bitch is crazy.
I put white bitches on Mary J. Blige. Yeah.
Oh, that's why they bitches crazy. Yeah, why your bitch is crazy, bro. You fucked them up. You can't be putting bitches on the Mary J. Blige. They ain't black.
No, but see, this the thing though.
You introducing them to new struggles they don't know about. Now they know you ain't a piece. Now they know you a piece of shit.
I'll introduce it softly with the Method Man shit. Like as I say, you're wrong. I introduce it with that. You know what I'm saying? With the Method Man and Mary, and then we go into by the time you squirting and coming, it's on. Oh, if I could be without you, baby. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? By that point, that shit on bitch and lost her mind. Now I got shit to deal with tomorrow.
Low key though, I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a straight bean. Paramore got me mad white bitches back in from 2009 to like 2013.
I'm about to drop a name on you. Fuck Paramore. I'm about to drop a name on you. Avenged
Aerosmith too.
Sevenfold. No, Avenged Sevenfold.
That was 2010 to 2012 for
Nigga,
sure.
that was 2007
for
to
sure.
2010 for me, nigga.
For sure. Avenge was really good before the Rev died. Rest in peace to Rev.
Bruh. When I was in 8th grade, I pulled a bitch because she got me into Avenged Sevenfold. She was like, you know, you the first like black person I've talked. Like she was like a grade or two ahead of me.
You listened to Linkin Park, didn't you?
I did like Linkin Park before.
Yeah.
Before that, I did like Linkin Park before that. But I met her.
Linkin Park got everybody that was a nigga into metal at some point in time.
Bro,
because
I met her.
it was like
and
you
it was
never
like,
heard sounds like that. If you like the fucking Gorillas or
I fuck with the Gorillas.
yeah, if you like the Gorillas and shit, for sure, you fell into that block to where it was like, oh shit. And in ERD, I can't forget them niggas too. Yeah, you kind of fell into that block to where it was like, yo, you introduced to these sounds the way they're constructed. You listen to them. You be more inclined to listen to them.
Listen to me. When I say I felt like my life should have been, and at certain points in middle school was an episode of Degrassi, I mean it, my nigga. Like, that's how into the music and like I was in the culture at the time, like I was around nothing but that. Like, no, I was like really like I was into it. Don't look at me like that, motherfucker.
I'm looking at you like that, nigga. It's over now. Like,
nigga, I cried over a white girl one time because she held my man's hand. It was in like 8th grade or 7th grade. It was like, bitch, why you do that? We talk on the phone every night and you held that nigga hand? Really?
Me and your experience was different. You said it was 8th grade, right? Yeah, me and your experience was way different.
7th to 8th grade, I was around nothing but white folks, bro. I was super popular because it was like I was one of
you was
10 black kids there.
Wild.
Yeah, I was one of 10 black kids there. And like I was fucking with chicks, but it was like I was super sensitive. So it was like I was a kid. I was super sensitive. So it was like, oh.
My shit was way different. I found out this bitch was playing me and shit.
I walked you home and bought you flowers. And you gonna talk to that nigga?
I was fucking with this chick and shit. And I found out she was playing me and shit. Just before like winter break in 8th grade. Mm-hmm. And I was on the basketball team. Like I was like that nigga on the basketball team.
I was in the football team in fucking middle school. That shit ain't have nothing to do with nothing. I was soft
that
in my heart.
Nigga. me and B Will were the captains of the basketball team. We were them niggas. Like we were officially them niggas. And I found out this bitch was like playing me on some shit. And like just before winter break. And I was like, what the fuck? And the nigga that she was playing me for was afraid of me. I didn't know he was afraid of me until like I told my man, was like, yo, go up there and tap that nigga on the shoulder and tell him I'm gonna see his ass after school. And my mans did it.
Oh, what's the problem?
And his homies came, and I got the fuck up, grabbed my bag. It was like a last like assembly at the end of the day. I grabbed my bag, nigga, went outside, and I waited patiently. Know what's gonna happen. Like I knew what the fuck was up. It was like, all right, fuck this shit. I'm gonna beat this nigga ass, and I learned a lesson out of this. By the way, and all his homies came out and they rushed like towards me, and I was like, yo, if y'all don't get the fuck away from me, bro. He was like, yo, man, like, just calm down. Like, he didn't even know you was fucking with chick, dog. Like, he didn't even know. And I'm like, nah, nigga, tell that nigga to bring his ass the fuck up over here. He's saying, like, I'm standing like adjacent from the door, like in the cut where it's like that happens.
Yeah.
He's standing like in front of the door where like all the carpool shit and like parents are coming. I'm like, nah, tell your nigga to get
Bring
away
your
from
ass
the
over
door, bro.
here, boy.
Yeah, come over here, bro.
Bring that ass
Like,
over
nah.
here, boy.
He he didn't even know I'm like, nah. Tell him to come over here. If he got the balls to say like if it's that, tell that nigga to come over here and tell me himself.
Be that, let it be that.
If it's
bitch.
that, you know what I'm saying? So
See, but
3 of them
usually when
niggas
you gotta
rush
go
the
through
fuck
that,
off.
it ain't that.
See, my niggas was all about me. They knew what the fuck was gonna happen. They was like, all right, this nigga about to knock this nigga the fuck out. What's up? Which is terrible friending, but
Is it?
you know,
It's observational friendly. It's why should I step in and help my man's wreck this nigga when I know my man's about to wreck this nigga?
They wasn't gonna help,
Like,
but it was one of them like they gonna like Joe about to wreck this nigga real fast, so we just gonna stand here and watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna help you.
Shit.
If I know you gonna wreck the
My
nigga, I'm not gonna help
made
you.
the motherfucking walk of shame walk like he didn't like with the slumped shoulders and head down, like, and walked over to me and was like, yo, fam, like, I didn't even know that was your bitch, bro. Like, she came on to me, and you know what I'm saying? And I was like, word? I was like, he was like, yeah, fam, like, all these niggas can confirm it. Like, it's not even like that, bro. Like, if I would have known, I wouldn't even stepped up to her like that, fam. I'm like, all right.
I miss high school to that. Like,
Okay.
I miss high school.
This is middle school. This is 8th grade. Like, this is 8th grade. I was
Even
taking
to
a
that,
7th grader.
even to that, I miss
it was,
because when I say this, don't get it misconstrued when I say this. Like, I don't miss being a child or anything. Like, I miss that level of honesty. Like when you confront a nigga and you know it ain't gonna be no assault charge. Like, nigga, if you lying to me and you know I know you lying, I'm gonna whoop your ass in this hallway. And that's
right,
it. We gonna get suspended and that's it. That's it. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Ain't gonna be none of that extra shit. I kind of missed that time.
This nigga looked like he was about to pee. This nigga looked like he was about to pee, and I was like, all right, for sure. Yeah, like, and I just walked away. Like, I didn't flex on and beat his ass. I didn't do shit. I just walked the fuck away because I saw he was scared as shit. Like, he really didn't know nothing. So the lesson was like, oh shit, this bitch was trying to undercut on a nigga. And she was willing to let this nigga get his ass whooped for this shit. And like, I came into school the following week. I'll never forget this. And I was in 8th grade. So like all the 8th grade bitches in my class came at me and was like, yo, you ain't fuck up on boy. And I was like, no. Because she was gonna set that nigga up to get fucked up for some shit she wasn't even gonna be a little held accountable for.
Or
because in my head I'm like, I'm not gonna hit her because she on some fuck shit. Like, it was that first moment where I was like, I'm not going to hit her. I'm mad at her,
right,
but I'm not gonna hit her. And this nigga is like in the middle, and he's scared as shit. This nigga fucking like literally shaking as he's walking toward me, like he didn't suck the man's dick, and I done got it on camera and shit. And I'm about to expose him to the world. Like, what the fuck? Like, she throwing this nigga out to the wolves for what? Like, nah. Like, fuck that bitch. Like, she's straight.
So that's why I say I missed that time.
4 weeks later, we won regionals though. And that's another crip walk for these motherfuckers. Ah!
All right, nigga. Hey, yo, you want to get in the guess what? You want to get into another ad first, and then get in the guess what race that is, and then get what the fuck out of here, so we can motherfucker.
Yeah, let's do a guess what race it is, and let's get the fuck up out of here because I'm hungry and I gotta take a piss.
To the next week. All right. Yeah, I gotta take a piss too. Let's hope. Let me see if this is over here. What I think it is.
The answer is Florida.
Printer now, nigga.
The answer is Florida. At the Chase Center, next to the Asian woman on CNN. Yeah, wearing I'm assuming is a very expensive khaki coat.
Well, The state and race, as we all know, is up for you to decide.
This nigga got a printer, so he printing shit now.
Hey,
You always. I hope you recycle.
you know, of course I recycle. Are you fucking
I'm about to
serious?
say you better be good for the earth, nigga. I swear to God, you just printing out shit
I'm a
unnecessarily now.
conservative democratic socialist. Get your shit together.
No, you get your shit together. Would you have voted for Gore?
Of course, he created the internet.
Did he really?
Yeah, basically, not really, but kind of. He took credit for it, or he could have taken credit for it if certain shit hadn't worked out. But it's
Yeah,
all
look that shit up now.
yeah. Anyway,
read what you gotta read.
billion. Okay. Diddly do. Here's guess what race it is. Now we're back in, trying to guess it again, I guess. Couple swiped, for all you hood niggas that know what swipe mean, that's what I'm talking about. Couple, and for all of you that don't, look it up. Couple swiped $2.5 million. Excuse me. In COVID fraud money splurged on jewelry, cars, and clothes, bragged about it on Instagram, now facing 20 years in jail. Let me get into the shits. A couple from a state, and the race of the couple will be guessed, conspired in an unemployment scheme worth $2.5 million in COVID-19 aid and bragged about buying what? Fancy cars, clothes, designer clothes, jewelry, and other bullshit on Instagram, prosecutor said Tuesday. In one Instagram post, the mentioned assailant bragged about how he bought said other assailant a Mercedes for her birthday and said, quote, baby, you deserve everything. I got the big house you wanted and the car and the jewelry. By the way, I love you so much. I'm not done. Next week I got something better. I love you. For all intents and purposes, the story speaks for itself. Guess what race it is?
1,000% white. That is guaranteed on a buck trillion white.
You sure about that?
Guaranteed. Fucking T.
We going with white? What state we going with?
Oh, just as the country pops up on CNN.
This is gonna disappoint you so much.
I got a point at this shit. I'm going Florida.
I gotta hit the pin for this one.
I'm going Florida anyway. They definitely white though. You bug like that? Bug like that.
That's your favorite. That's your final answer?
That's my final fucking answer. You always played me the first time.
Well, it's only 3. And I've come to an agreement with myself that I'll be more honest in these things. So I'll ask you one more time. Is that your final answer?
Yep.
White in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hate to tell you. A Detroit, Michigan couple.
Oh, God damn it.
Black. Taylor and Davion Richardson. It's about as black as it gets, sir. That's right at home, goddammit. That's why I said you were gonna be disappointed. That's right at home. It's sad. It sounds so Florida though, right? That's why I knew it would throw you off.
How you not know you was gonna be getting bugged for that shit? Bruh.
$2.5 million. Dog. I know niggas that hit for 200,000 and ain't get caught yet. $2.5 million and you ain't know to shut the fuck up. Nigga, really?
There is nobody in $1 million worth of illegal tenders in Detroit, Michigan that ain't got a laundry cleaning service, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
and is walking around like, yeah, I can give my bitch whatever the fuck they want. You can't do that with government money, my nigga. You just can't. You just can't.
If
You just can't.
even
You
if
just
you
can't.
could,
You just can't. This nigga didn't know no gangsters. I'm sorry. That's all I can bring it down to. He didn't know no gangsters. Because
no,
if his nigga
bro,
knew some
bro,
gangsters
I
would
found it.
have told this nigga like, no, nigga, don't do that.
Let me tell you this. I found said man's Instagram profile. I don't know if the guys he was with gangster or not, but this nigga went to Miami in a Rolls, LA in a Lambo, back in Detroit in the house with the Benz and the Beamer with the bitch and the kids taking photos. Like, we done came up. Why? Why? Can you answer that for me, Joseph? Why? Why? All you had, granted, you probably wasn't gonna get away with that much money being taken anyway. But if you did, if you had a shot, don't you think shutting the fuck up was probably the best option? Nigga, why would you put that all on? Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one.
I would just recommend that everyone read my book that's going to be dropping in 2022 called Loaf.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be around that same type of thing. Making sure that you're doing your money right. Read Loaf.
Even if it's stolen money. Man, it makes this one so
Florida white man.
worse. This one is
Florida
so
white
much
man.
worse. Oh
Florida white man.
Okay.
That's why you laughing. It's Florida white man.
I don't know.
It is.
All I can say is,
hurry up, nigga. I gotta urinate.
Man used Kool-Aid boxes to steal $1,000 in Walmart merch. He scanned 24-cent Kool-Aid packets at checkout to what still said Kool-Aid boxes. A not sneaky state where this happened, thief was busted while walking out of a Walmart with $1,000 in stolen merchandise after pretending to ring it up at a self-checkout by repeatedly scanning a 24-cent, I had that messed up, by repeatedly scanning a 24-cent Kool-Aid packet he palmed. So he scanned a 24-cent Kool-Aid packet enough times to get $1,000. I think back. Wait. Yep. Yeah. Tried to steal $1,000 from the Walmart in this state by scanning one 24-cent Kool-Aid packet. Flavor not disclosed, by the way.
White man, Florida.
Final answer?
Duh.
He's correct. Bradley D. Young, 37 years old, was inside the North Naples location of Walmart Sunday evening when he scanned the Kool-Aid packets and some other small items totaling $24.44 for merchandise actually valued at $994.13, catching the attention of the store loss prevention officer. That's a fun one. Next one.
Probably worked there. At some point in time, probably worked there at some point in time, or had a mole that was like, "Yo, if you scan this a bunch of times and don't put it up
like
there."
His baby mama worked there.
Yeah, some one of the two.
Bradley Young. Bradley Young, 37, Florida, Walmart.
This is Walmart.
Yeah.
His wife or baby mama worked there.
Definitely. Third one, last one before we get up out of here. I have to pee too. Man arrested after snatching woman's $5 bill and doing what with it? Take a wild guess, people. I'll give you 3 seconds. Nope, not gonna give you 3 seconds. Eating it. You going with California? For those of you that missed it. Oh,
no. Was that more? Was that it?
No, that was it. I'll repeat it. Okay. Man arrested after snatching woman's $5 bill. That is a Lincoln.
Eating it.
That is a Lincoln, people. And eating it.
I'm going East Coast. I don't give a fuck what state.
No, you have to pick a state. It's only 50.
No, that's East Coast shit, nigga. That could be Connecticut, Maryland, New York, Virginia, West Virginia,
Florida,
Tennessee.
That's your biggest city. Florida's Florida.
Fuck him. I'm gonna go Florida then, white man.
I mean, you sure you're not closer with the Midwest? Because you might have been closer with the Midwest. I'm just asking.
Are you playing me now, or are you really being like trying to give a hint?
I'm asking you what you think about a man that got arrested after snatching a woman's $5 bill. That is a Lincoln, and eating it where he was and where that happened. That's what I'm asking you.
I think this was America, so I think that could happen pretty much anywhere. But
anywhere? I don't know about anywhere.
I have no faith in the American population whatsoever. Win, lose, or draw with this election.
I feel that.
So it's like, it could be pretty much anywhere. So are you giving me a hint or what?
I mean, that is up for you to decide. Oh, by the way, shout out to Al Roker. We hope he gets better.
Yeah, he has cancer. Like, get well soon, bro. Yeah. Fight that shit.
Grew up with that nigga being like the guy.
What's happening on your neck of the woods?
Yeah. Like that's his shit. Can't lose that guy. Anyway, yeah.
Damn, can't even listen to that song by Lil Wayne Birdman no more.
That's a good one. Anyway, man arrested after snatching woman's $5 bill and eating it. That is once again a $5 bill, a Lincoln. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5 bill, a Lincoln, and eating it. Eating it.
Missouri, white man.
Final answer.
Duh.
And you are wrong. Florida man arrested after snatching a woman's $5 bill and eating it. Henry Chambers Jr., 60 years old.
I feel like ending this whole call right now. I feel played. Like, fuck you. You ain't shit. Take that fucking shirt off. Take the shirt off. You don't deserve to have that shirt on.
Henry Chambers Jr., 60 years old, allegedly snatched a $5 bill from the woman's hand as it was being handed to her, according to reports.
You a white man?
No, black, actually. Henry Chambers Jr.
The fuck you mean?
He then walked away, threatening her. Chambers said the victim would die before he returned the money and proceeded to put the $5 bill in his mouth, chewed it, swallowed it, and raised his middle finger. Chambers was charged with felony robbery and sudden snatching, which I did not know was actually a charge. Sudden
snatching.
Quite
impressive, sir. Quite impressive, sir.
Quite Florida, actually. I don't know if it's impressive. Florida.
Done put up a great little rap sheet for yourself, sir. Yeah. All right, I don't give a fuck. All right, man, fuck you. Fuck that goddamn game. Like I say every fucking time we play it, because you a fucking piece of shit. And
that's the beauty of it. You never know, even when you think you know.
I don't expect nothing less from somebody that's a friend of George. What's your social media? So let's get the fuck out of here.
Busy93 on everything, you bitches. That's B. I ain't gonna spell it out. BZZY93 on everything except the Instagram, which is, well, my Instagram is Busy93, so that's a thing. But TN2M _ podcast, that is the podcast Instagram. r/TN2M, that is the Reddit Instagram. And you know, my OnlyFans is the same as the other thing. So if you want to hit me up for special requests, feet rubs, pics, videos,
you're not deserving of that shirt.
We got to continue either way it goes. That was a good one.
You ain't
Fuck what you say.
you ain't deserving of that shirt.
Rest in peace, Nip Hustle, baby.
Still don't make you deserving. And hit me up on all my socials at TN2M_Ortega. Let's make a Reddit poll on getting this nigga to take off that marriage bond shirt.
Shout out to the deranged Detroiter.
Like he gang for real.
Shout out to the deranged Detroiter, the OG fan.
Enjoy your time out on vacay, my nigga. We have a good time. You feel me?
Yeah, we heard you.
You know what I mean? We don't do shout outs.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
To people that we know that don't make music and shit. You know what I mean? I don't even know why I do this podcast with my co-host. But by the way, along the way,
me, nigga, that's why.
You don't even make music, nigga. Stream artwork by AOS and shit, aka George, aka matter of fact, for her, Crimson Alchemist, Relevant,
hey,
IQ the Joker,
Fly, all you love the Crimson.
This nigga that I do the fucking podcast with, who's supposed to be releasing an album that I'm gonna buy for $1,000 in like 3 months. I
might charge him 10.
No, I'm just gonna leak that bitch, nigga. It's not worth more than 1,000. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
I think
rest in peace, King Von. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Godfather, Clarence Avon. You feel me? Rest in peace, Nip Hustle. You feel me? Rest in peace, Brianna and Gigi. Shout out to Dame Lillard for not dropping shitty bars. Shout out to LeBron James for not being a bitch and bringing the NBA back next month, because it really depended on him. And he gonna sit most of the season, but goddamn it, we needed the game back. Thank you, LeBron. God bless Steph Curry's jump shot.
So
I don't know what else. What else you got? Oh yeah, fuck Trump. Shout out to Biden, Kamala Harris, you cold. What else you got? Oh yeah, Lil Wayne a coon. Fuck Daniel Hernandez. What you got?
I'm gonna build on that. Fuck Daniel Hernandez. Such and such that you said is a coon. Fuck Trump. And goddamn it, shout out to what will be, if not within these next 4 years, within the next 4 years, if not the next 4 years after that, the first female black president. And I don't even like her like that, but you know what? It's gonna happen, and goddamn it, I'm gonna vote for her. So suck
nigga. I'm gonna drop this hot take before we get out of here and shit. I dropped this shit on my wife earlier. So guess what? This is what's gonna happen. Just because I just been on the streak of predicting shit lately, because I got the motherfucking aura of Tupac going through my soul and shit.
Okay.
Joe Biden gonna have a heart attack or a stroke within the first 2 years of his presidency, and then we gonna get the first black female president within the same motherfucking term. It's gonna fucking turn.
How you gonna take my take from 2 weeks ago and say it's yours? I literally said that 2 weeks ago. You went from hijacking AKAs to hijacking points, nigga. I literally said that 2 weeks ago. I said a little bird, nigga, like 2-3 episodes ago, I said a little birdie told me that whoever wins, and whether it's Biden or Trump, the next motherfucker gonna die. And then when the next motherfucker die, if it is Biden, what's Kamala gonna be? I literally
you didn't articulate it like that.
I did. I literally did. I did.
You did.
It was a 2-hour episode. A lot of niggas might not have got through it, but if you sat through it, please remind this nigga.
I got through an hour and a half. I don't sit through our
episodes. I know we do the episodes. This is for the people, not for us. We know. Nigga.
I'm God. I do the blessing. Like your job is to receive the blessing. God damn it.
I guess I'm a disciple then. But whatever the fuck that means.
Preach the word.
Check it out, nigga.
Episode 130 of Millennials Podcast, House of Spades Media. Shit, I gotta pee. We out this bitch. We'll be back next week. I need to eat. This nigga needs to get out and like remove that shirt from himself because he's undeserving and shit. Like a Buddhist wearing a fucking Catholic cross. Like,
respect
get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Respect the man. Fuck you.
You get out
Bitch,
of here.
I'm closer to having a fit than you. You got more pieces than me, and I'm closer to having a whole fit than you. Shut up.
I don't care about a whole fit.
I'm trying to get the whole marathon fit, dude. Be out in this bitch
Yeah,
video
but
one day,
you
like,
can
yo,
get it before I could and shit because the fat sizes go out later. You know what I'm saying? They sell out like later than like the skinny sizes do. The skinny sizes be gone.
That might be true.
That is true.
That's why it sucks being a skinny nigga, don't it?
Yeah, fat nigga privilege. You know what I'm saying?
What
We
you
out
want?
1:30.
Hey,
End the shit, motherfucker. I gotta pee.
me too, bitch. Get up and go pee. I'm about to go pee too. Bye.
Turn the fucking podcast off. God damn it.
Oh, thought I ended it. Okay. Bye.